All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about something powerful today. See, we all think success is about these huge, flashy moments, right? These big breakthroughs. But what if I told you that's kind of wrong? The real secret, the thing that actually works, is the quiet stuff, the steady, unseen effort you put in when nobody's watching. Yep, we're talking about consistency.
I mean, you've seen this, right? Think about it. Two people, same starting line, same opportunities, maybe even the same raw talent. But one of them just thrives. They build this amazing life. And the other, they're just spinning their wheels, totally stuck. So what gives? What's that invisible thing, that hidden variable that makes all the difference? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
And believe it or not, the answer might just be hiding in a really simple story. A parable about two brothers in a river that teaches us a pretty profound lesson about life.
So let me introduce you to our main characters, Ravi and Mohan. They're brothers, and they've got identical farms, side by side, right next to the Narmada River. Now this river, you got to think of it as a stand-in for life itself. Sometimes it's peaceful and generous. Other times, it's a total destructive force. You just never know what you're going to get. And this is where we see the night and day difference between them. Ravi, he's the consistent one. He's disciplined. Sun up, sun down, rain or shine, he's out there in his fields just doing the small, daily things. Mohan, though, he's all about passion. He's a machine when he feels inspired, but if the mood isn't right, he just blames the chaotic river for all his problems.
So let's see how this all plays out. Year 1, it's a good year. The river's calm, everything's great, and both of them have a solid harvest. Mohan's probably laughing at Ravi, right? See, bro, all that daily stress for nothing. But then, year 2 hits, drought. And because Ravi was out there every single day, he saw the early warning signs. He prepared. His crops survived. Mohan? Well, he hadn't bothered to check on his farm in weeks. He was completely devastated. And if you think that's bad, wait till year 3. A massive flood. And guess what? Those small, boring barriers Ravi had been building, day after day, piece by piece, they held. They saved his entire farm. Mohan? Wiped out. Again.
And after years of this, Mohan just breaks. He's totally defeated, and he turns to his brother and asks this really heartbreaking question. You see, in his mind, he's just a victim of terrible luck. He truly believes the world has been unfair to him. He can't see what's really going on.
And Mohan's question, well, that brings us right to the heart of this whole thing. The big lesson here. It's not about the river. It was never about the river. It's about how you respond to it. It's about shifting your focus away from all the stuff you can't control to the one thing you always can.
This is Ravi's answer, and man, is it powerful. It just cuts right to the chase, doesn't it? Look, you can't control the stock market. You can't control the weather. You can't control what other people think or do. But you can always control your own actions, your own habits, your own effort. That's where your real power is.
Okay, so how do we actually control ourselves? Well, it all starts with this really crucial mental flip. We have to choose discipline over its much more famous but way less reliable cousin, motivation. Let's really break this down. Motivation is a feeling. It's a spark. It feels incredible when it hits. But let's be honest, it's totally unpredictable. The second things get tough, poof, it's gone. Discipline, on the other hand, is a system. It's an engine that you build. It doesn't give a damn how you feel. It runs because you committed to it. See, discipline is all about playing the long game. It's about being loyal to your future self. So when that alarm clock goes off and you feel like hitting snooze, discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It asks, what would the person I'm trying to become do right now? It's a choice based on your identity, not just some passing feeling. And that discipline is how real greatness is built. It's not in one big, heroic moment. It's built by the compounding power of all those tiny, unseen actions that you take over time. You know, it's funny how we think, right? We completely overestimate what we can do in a single day, but we massively underestimate what we can achieve over time. And this isn't just a nice idea. There's real science here. Check this out. A study from the University of London found it takes, on average, 66 days to form a new habit. 66! Just think about that. For a little over 2 months, yeah, it's going to feel like work, but what's actually happening is you are literally rewiring your brain. You're carving out new pathways until that new action isn't an effort anymore. It just becomes what you do. I love this analogy of a bricklayer. Think about it. Her job isn't to build a fortress. It's just to lay one single brick, perfectly. Then do it again.
and again. She does it when the work is boring, she does it when her back aches, and she especially does it when there's no one around to cheer her on. It's in those quiet, mundane moments that something truly powerful, something unshakable, is built.
This is why you have to fall in love with the process. A world-class chef, a brilliant coder, a top athlete, they don't wake up every single day bursting with passion. No way! They just show up and do the reps. They're willing to embrace the boring, unglamorous, repetitive stuff because they know that's where true mastery is forged.
Now, this idea goes even deeper than just personal success. Consistency is actually the bedrock of the single most valuable currency we have in our lives, and that's trust.
Just take a second and think about the people you trust the most in your life. Why? Why do you trust them? Is it because they're perfect or super smart? Probably not. It's something else, isn't it? Trust is earned through all these things. It's about someone being reliable, dependable. It's about them actually doing what they say they're going to do. It's about them showing up when it really matters, not just when it's easy. And if you look at this whole list, you realize all these behaviors boil down to one simple concept.
That's it. Trust isn't built in big, dramatic moments. It's built in the thousands of little, everyday actions that prove time and time again who a person really is.
And here's the real kicker. This is the part that changes everything. The trust you build with other people is just a mirror of the trust you have in yourself. Keeping the promises you make to yourself, that is the ultimate act of self-respect.
Every single time you hit that snooze button after you promised yourself you'd get up early, or you put off that workout you committed to, you're sending a little message to your subconscious. And that message is, my promises don't really mean anything. Do that enough times, and you completely erode your self-belief. That little voice in your head starts to whisper, why even try? You're just going to quit anyway.
So, when you feel it, that friction, that voice in your head telling you it's too hard to take the easy way out, you have to understand what it is. It is not a stop sign. It's not a warning that you're on the wrong track.
It's the exact opposite. Resistance is the price of admission for getting better. It's the doorway between who you are right now and who you want to become. Feeling resistance is proof that you're actually on the right path, that you're pushing yourself. So here's the deal. The next time that resistance shows up, and trust me, it will, you're at a crossroads. You've got a choice. You can look at it as a wall, a sign to stop, or you can see it for what it really is, an invitation, a chance to forge the person you know you can be. The choice is always yours. So my question to you is, will you accept the invitation?